Do you have a huge CAC? I know I do. And it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. It's definitely a grower. But it's not growing faster than my AOV or my LTV, so I'm not worried about it. And just to be clear, I'm saying CAC, CAC, the cost to acquire a customer. And while you do want that number to be small, I found it's easier and more impactful to a business to raise customer value than it is to decrease CAC. And in this episode, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. We're going to walk through how you should be using your existing customer data to inform your marketing efforts, how you can use common sense, which isn't always that common to us marketers, how new product development can increase customer value, and I'll go over different pricing and offer strategies that can lead to massive AOV and LTV growth. But first, this episode of Tactical and Practical is sponsored by IntelliGems, the ultimate profit optimization tool. If you've ever felt intimidated or overwhelmed at the thought of implementing your own CRO and site testing strategy, you need to hit up the team at IntelliGems right away. I've been a paying customer for a year now, and split testing on our website is a massive reason why we're growing as fast and as profitably as we currently are. Go to intelligems.io and start adding bottom line dollars to your Shopify brand today. All right, the first step to increase your customer value is to take a deep dive into your existing data. First, pull a report of your most popular products and sort them by the customer lifetime value that they each produce. You can do this with a tool like Lifetimely or Triple Whale, or there's a whole bunch of them out there. You might be surprised to see some of your best-selling products might not produce a great repeat purchase rate. And you might see some of your B and C tier products actually producing a much higher LTV than what your average is. You want to be investing the majority of your advertising dollars and your marketing team's time into selling products that produce the highest LTV possible. That might mean you need to advertise those products more, or merch them more prominently on your website, or feature them in your welcome flows. Whatever you're focused on in marketing, you should be trying to sell products that produce the most profit dollars across the entire customer journey. In that report, you should also be able to see what customers are buying most frequently in their second, third, and fourth purchases from you. You'll see patterns emerge of what the most common subsequent orders contain. You'll want to take those products, make sure they're being promoted in pre- and post-purchase upsells connected to the products that people are buying first, and you'll want to feature them heavily in post-purchase and remarketing email flows and advertising efforts. While you're making updates to all those post-purchase flows, take a look at what's already working and do more of that. Maybe you have an email flow that's ripping. Turn it into a coinciding text flow in the post-purchase journey too. Or maybe every email you send with a certain product performs well. Insert that email earlier into the post-purchase journey. You need to understand that if you've been in business for at least a year or have acquired at least a few thousand customers, you already have this data at your fingertips. Your customers have already told you what they like to buy from you and what order they want to buy it in. You just have to listen to what their behavior is telling you and implement what you learn across your entire funnel, from ads to your website and to all your automated campaigns. Promoting these products in a way that matches the patterns that have already developed from your customers' behavior is going to instantly increase your AOV and your LTV. Now, the second step to increasing your AOV and LTV is all about using common sense. And I know that's hard for a lot of you. It's hard for me too sometimes. We get so wrapped up in data and numbers and spreadsheets that sometimes we forget to act and think like a human. So I want you to take a step back, maybe have a drink, visit your website, and try to think like a normal person for once. Better yet, ask your mom to go to your website, or ask someone who doesn't work in ecom. Ask them what products they want to buy together. Ask them what type of products they would want to buy to complement your existing product catalog. Create bundles and upsells and post-purchase flows that reflect these natural customer patterns and behaviors and desires. Once you have a solid understanding of what people want to buy together, you can develop new products specifically designed to increase your AOV and LTV. You can create a higher quality version of your most popular product. I think this is the most overlooked tactic in all of ecom right now. Just go build a better product. There are customers who buy from you every day that would have given you more money if there was the option of a higher quality or a more luxurious version of the product they bought. Go build that. It doesn't matter what you sell. I don't care if you sell Q-tips. You could create a higher quality, more durable, more sustainable Q-tip. And there's a cohort of customers that would pay more for it. Go build that type of product. Set it at a higher price point. Your AOV will go up. You can also go into product development meetings with the idea of creating accessories that complement your main product line. Create those, upsell them in your website and your post-purchase flows, and your LTV will increase. You could create more colorways or variations or flavors or sizes of your best-selling products and sell them as a bundle. That'll make your AOV and your LTV go up. At this point in the podcast, I'm sure some of you are listening to this thinking that it's all pretty simple and obvious, and you're right. But most of the ecom brands I see aren't executing it. Success in ecom rarely comes from revolutionary thinking or big ideas. It comes from being intentional and thoughtful with every move you make, and that's what I'm trying to teach you to do here. Let me share some of our best examples of this in practice so you can see what I mean. At Original Grain, we've always sold watches made out of wood. So now we also sell a wooden display box for your entire watch collection. We've always sold watches made from whiskey barrels. So now we also sell a whiskey glass and a coaster. We also sell bracelets and necklaces made from whiskey barrel wood too. All our watches come with a steel bracelet, so now we also sell the matching leather strap. We've sold a bunch of stainless steel watches, so now we sell some gold-plated versions of them that are priced higher. We launched automatic watches, so now we also sell an automatic watch winder. Now, all these developments haven't all made a massive impact to our business, but a lot of them have. And it all started with using common sense and our existing customer data to build a brand and to build a product catalog designed to meet our customers' natural desires. Go build stuff people want and sell it to them at a price, at the right price or the right offer as determined by the market, and you will print money, I promise. Now, the final way to increase your AOV and your LTV is to test different offers and pricing strategies. If you've never run a true A/B test of the prices of your products, please go listen to the Tactical and Practical episode about how to find price market fit. I think it's arguably more important than finding product market fit. Here's what you need to know for how it relates to increasing your customer value. Price testing might increase your AOV, it might not, but it will always increase your LTV even if a lower price wins. See, if you follow the step-by-step guide I outlined in that episode, you'll test prices higher and lower than your current baseline. If a higher price wins, you automatically increase AOV and LTV, congrats. But if a lower price wins, your AOV might decrease. But because you got a step closer to price market fit, more people will be more likely to buy from you. And those people are going to be much more likely to buy from you again and again and again because they will be more satisfied with the value they experienced in their first purchase. So in my experience, I've always seen an increase in LTV just from running price tests, no matter if a higher or lower price was the winner. You should be also using price anchors on your collection pages. There's something to be learned from the movie theater popcorn pricing tactic, where a small popcorn's $8, the medium is $8.50, and the large is $9. So you'd have to be an absolute idiot to buy anything besides the large. It's only $1 more for like 5 times the amount of popcorn. And you can trust me on this. I've eaten a lot of movie theater popcorn. Sometimes when I'm driving by the theater, I'll stop, run in, get a popcorn, and go home. It's the fattest, most gross behavior that I ever do. Anyways, you can use this tactic on your ecom store as well. We've taken select products on our store that are either higher quality or they're limited edition or we're about to sell out of them, and we've intentionally priced them way higher than our AOV way higher than the products around them, and we prominently feature them across our website. The first thing that you'll notice happens when you do that is some people are still going to buy it, and you can just enjoy that extra margin. Most people won't buy it, though, and that's okay. Those people will be more likely to convert on something else because in comparison, it now looks like an amazing deal. They'll also be more likely to buy a different product that is priced slightly higher above your AOV still, because the first product was priced so much higher that the next highest priced product doesn't seem like a stretch anymore. Nobody wants to buy the inferior product or the cheapest product like that small bucket of popcorn. So they'll be more likely to convert on your other higher priced offers just from seeing that price anchor. So instead of spending another week or month or quarter or year spinning your wheels desperately trying to decrease your cost to acquire a customer, focus on increasing the value you get out of each customer. In my experience, this is easier to do and more impactful to the long-term health of the business than it is to constantly just be trying to decrease your CAC. Now, if you're still feeling stressed about rising CAC, you're going to like the next episode of Tactical and Practical, where I'm going to go over step by step, just like I did today, on how to decrease your CAC. But if you're still stressed about it, let me introduce you to my newest sponsor, Canadips. Canadips makes dip pouches without nasty chemicals, nicotine, or tobacco. Instead, they're filled with American-grown hemp, CBD, Delta-8, and a ton of other fun psychoactive ingredients. Whether you just want to relax or if you want to get absolutely ripped, they've got a blend that's perfect for you. Go to Canadips.com and use code BigDogNate. I didn't come up with that. But use the code BigDogNate at Canadips.com for 30% off. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Tactical and Practical. Please subscribe and rate the show on Spotify and Apple, and tweet at me if you have any questions about the episode at Nate Lagos. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll catch you next week for an episode about how to decrease your CAC.